Welcome to today's episode of Saving Dough with the Dough Doctor. In this limited series, I'm going to show you how to save money on groceries because you're going to make your everyday items yourself. Now in this episode, we're not baking. I'm going to show you how to make a simple salad dressing, a balsamic vinaigrette, which will last in the refrigerator for 3 to 4 weeks, no problem. No fancy equipment is needed. You just need a jar. This actually happens to come from instant coffee, from all those tiramisus I crank out. And we have balsamic vinegar, we have olive oil, we have grapeseed oil, you could use any vegetable oil, salt, pepper, mustard, honey, could use brown sugar. The recipe is in the notes below, and a little bit of garlic. Now the magic ingredient, what makes salad dressings that we buy in the grocery store so emulsified, is this ingredient called xanthan gum. If you bake gluten-free, you already have this on your shelf because you're using it all the time. If you don't, a bag will set you back about $5.99. It's in the baking aisle, but it will last literally forever. And you'll see in a moment what it does. We're only going to use very little. Oh, by the way, I have a little Italian seasoning here as well. So this is all that's going to happen. In the jar, I'm going to put the balsamic vinegar, and really good vinaigrettes are 1 part vinegar to 3 parts oil. Now, you could posh out. You could use all olive oil for this. That's totally fine. But I split it up between the 2 oils to save a little bit of money. In the jar, I'm putting the honey, the mustard, and the garlic. And guess what? The Italian seasoning is going in there too. Dried herbs last longer. I know fresh are super sexy and nice, but dried herbs last longer. I'm adding salt before the oil because that way it'll dissolve in the vinegar. A couple grinds of pepper. And the magic ingredient, this xanthan gum, I'm going to add 1/8 of a teaspoon for this amount, and that's just a little pinch. Then I'm pouring in the oil. If you want to measure, the xanthan gum would be 1/2 of a 1/4 teaspoon, or 1/8 of a teaspoon if you have one of those fancy teaspoon sets. So there it is. Look familiar, right? So now all I'm going to do, I screwed the lid on tight, and I'm going to shake it up. Oh yeah. Let's get a spoon. Look at that thickness. It's perfect. And with that small amount of xanthan gum, it's going to stay like that. It's not going to separate in your fridge. And that's often why we reach for salad dressings off the shelf. I mean, they taste good. They're full of other ingredients, mainly more sugar than that tablespoon of honey, and they stay together. So we just think it's better. But that's the hack. And now you can make it yourself. Label and date it like the pros, and keep it in your refrigerator for up to 3 weeks. But I promise you, it's not going to last that long. I'll see you next time with another episode of Saving Dough with the Dough Doctor. And next time, we'll bake.